Alright, does red have any good cards? I don't really remember seeing any good red cards. Why does Clive do anything? Clive, for its dominant. 6 mana, 5/5 legend. When it enters, you may discard your hand and draw cards equal to your devotion to red. So, I mean, it's probably going to be one of the last cards you play. And if it doesn't die right away, you at least have 2 devotion. And then 6 tap, exile Clive, return it transformed. Turned into a 9/9 saga that fights a creature when it enters, and then you add 4 red. If it has 3 or more lore counters on it, exile it and return it up to the... Then you do it again, so it's just a super... Just insanely late game cards. I like the flip cards a lot, but not this one. This is really powerful. Maybe there's just a good big red deck, yeah. Red has pretty good removal. Is it better than 6 mana Chandra? Probably. I don't even know what 6 mana Chandra does. No, maybe not. Alright, next. The flip does not have haste. I guess that card's not the worst. The Coral Sword was mouse, but there's probably better, right? Some of the mice decks don't even play 4 rage, or like some of the pros decks only play 2 rage. 1 mana flash. When it enters, it equips, so your creature gets +1/+2 first strike, and then after that, it's +1/+2 equipment. Could you imagine Coral Sword plus Heartfire Hero? True, I mean, sometimes first strike's just better than trample. It's a very good answer to Preacher. Well, yeah. Add it to the list or not? I mean, it is good against some of the blockers people play, and I mean, there's a whole sub theme, right? The like cloud, the just equipment sub theme. So you need good equipment. Maybe that's one of them. Sticks around to trigger Valiant. Yeah. All right, I'll add it to the list. I think the first copy might just be nice in the red decks, at least. It triggering Valiant. Well, there you go. You give turn 4 the Fire Crystal, turn 5 Clive. Fire Magic. For red instant, you deal 1 damage to each creature. I mean, that's already not the worst card. Red into 2 damage to each creature at instant speed. And 6 free damage to each creature. That's a pretty good sideboard card now. Or maybe still not good enough. First strike decent against all death touch too. Yeah, someone mentioned being able to attack into Preacher of the Schism. Yeah, instant Pyroclast is pretty good. There was the like Vam's Vengeance. Before that, there was a Pirate one. I mean, Vam's Vengeance saw a decent amount of play. And, I mean, a lot of stuff goes wide. Alright, let's add it. It is each creature. I think some of these effects sometimes are only open as creatures. Fire Magic works well with Artist Talents. Good with all the modes. Therian Wild Rose Warrior. 3/3 for red and 2. Human Rebel Warrior. Equipped creatures you control have haste. Oh, there we go. Someone was asking, like, what card did we gonna want to give haste to for free? But you would have to equip it for free. Whenever a non-token equipment you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except it has this equipment equips abilities cost 2 to activate. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next upkeep. So basically, you can play a sword and equip it for free. That card does a lot, but is it acceptable? Just have a free drop that just dies and did nothing for you. Pretty nice with chainsaw. Pretty nice with a lot of things. I think it's a pass as well, but all right, 1/1 for red legendary creature Rat Knight. Frag Crushing. During your turn, Frag Crushing has flying. Tap, add a red, spend this mana only to cast an equipment spell or activate an equip ability. And cheap creature, legend. I forget, is Mox Amber standard legal, or is that a Modern Horizon card? The legendary Mox. No, it's not standard legal. Was it? Or was it a Modern Horizon card? That's from OG Dominaria. Okay, so it was. Yeah, Moxiasper for dragons, yeah. I think that card's good if the equipment deck is real. You probably need dash rights. But equipment deck's probably not going to be real. Gilgamesh, Master at Arms, 6 mana, 6/6 human samurai. Should I read that or just be happy for Gilgamesh, or sorry it happened? It is a nasty ability. It's like what's his face? That one goblin that costs 6. Haste Magic. A red and 1 instant. Target creature gets +3/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it until your next end step. Till your next end step. Next end step. So this turn. Wasn't there the same one? What was the one that kind of did a similar thing? Did it give trample? What's the one I'm thinking of, chat? That might even still be standard legal. I like these cards. You know me, and extra cards. Target creature gets +3/+1 until the end of turn. Exile the top card of the library until the end of your. Oh, it is. You may play till your next end step. Why can't I think? Oh, until the end of your next turn. See, that one was better. That one was until the end of your next turn, but it didn't give haste. This one is next end step. The Hill Gigas? That one's kind of decent. Feels like one of the better ones. Just trample haste. Kind of what red wants to do. I don't know. Laughing Mad. They keep making these cards better and better. Well, this one's just a little different, I guess. Red into instant is additional cost. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, and then flashback 4. I mean, the flashback is nice, but... And the instant speed is nice as well. But Bitter Reunion... I mean, the suspend one, not suspend, but... The one you can, like... I forget the name of the ability. Yeah, I think too expensive. Yeah, Gary, we'll recap. We've been recapping it after every color for people who joined. Plot, yeah, highway robbery, yeah. Make a list of the set in their reviews. I mean, it's just writing down the cards we think are playable. I don't do anything. I've done YouTube videos in the past with top 5. I should, because these videos do well, but we'll see. Four mana sorcery, Nibelheim Flame. Choose target creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. If this spell was cast from a graveyard, discard your hand and draw 4 cards. Card is so nasty. Is that card any good? Is it playable? They will a flame target my Cecil. It's good with Death Touch, yeah. You do die when you cast it, but I was gonna ask what are the Death Touch playable creatures. Jose says Carcy Revenant. Black into red is a little tricky, but Preacher, Revenant. Oh, Lifelink. It is like super nasty with Revenant. That's like legit combo. And then the flashback is nice. I mean, maybe it's just a build around, just red-black mids. Maybe you just play one off in your reanimator deck. You have like some self-mail and whatnot, some discard. You just discarded the first time around, and then it's just like kind of some kind of late game insurance. You just target your Atraxa in some like grindy mirror. Honestly, Revenant's not bad with all the self-mail. Revenant's kind of, I mean, isn't like Croaky's just plays 4 Revenant in every black deck? Could be some kind of hybridish red-black mid-range reanimator deck that lines up pretty well against the prowess stuff. Yeah, or just have Preacher in your deck too. Alright, I'll add it to that card's kind of cool. I'll believe. I'll be a believer. I'll be a naive believer. B-Biscuit says dissection tools. For Preacher and Kaido? What's the combo with Kaido? Sorry, I forget what cards do. Kaido has hexproof, so it can't be killed in response. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I've seen more far-fetched combos, right? Your white-red cloud deck with Basilic color in it that you can tutor, and the section tool is a nice one too that you can tutor for. Oh, Traxa. I was wondering what Ashra was. Opera Love Song. Red and 1, choose one. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play this card until your next end step for 2 mana. So that's the exact questing druid ability, right? And then the other ability is 1 or 2 target creatures each get +2/+0, so pretty good against mouse. Or with mouse, with mice. Is that card ever better than questing druids? Probably not, but if you're mono reds, I like these kind of cards, but 2 mana draw too if you're playing a really low to the ground version. I don't know. Might be good in blue-red. Maybe it's good against blue-red. I mean, exile the top 2, just kind of another... And it's so much damage, too. Might be better in blue-red than mono-reds, actually. Could that card just be better than Opt? It's 2 mana against 1, though. I don't know. I could see it. I'm going to add it to the list. The blue stock up. Better than slide of hand, yeah. I think 4 up, 4 slide is set in prowess. Yeah, but there's a bunch of flex slots. Prompto Argentum. Oh, sorry, people are not done discussing. Blue-red often needs to rip these off at sorcery, makes next end step dicey. Yeah. Counterpoint is more instants means more ways to trigger cut on their turn as well. But yeah. Alright, that card's probably too awkward. I'm not gonna add it to the list, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna be like conservative. Prompt Argentum, a red and oh, that's 2/2 haste for a red and 1. Human Scout, Selfie Shot. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast a creature treasure token. No. Queen Run, 2/1 for free prowess. Legend. When it attacks, create a 0/1 black wizards. Oh wow. That card's pretty powerful. Must scale, kind of. There's Vivi though. There's Vivi, there's Nemesis, Pure Mono Reds. Not good enough. Random encounter, 6 mana. Shuffle your library, then mail 4 cards. Put each creature card mailed this way onto the battlefield to gain haste. Main of the next end step, return this creature to their owner's hand. An 8 mana flashback. Okay. Robin. 2 mana for a 2/2 life and human warrior. Ward pay life equal to Robin's power. Whenever it attacks, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to target attacking creature. My card's probably bad, right? Just the ward is because your equipment decks are not really going to be like all in damage deck. It's going to be set up and stuff. So if you get picked apart, the ward's not that exciting. Turn 1 hammer, turn 2 arena into Robin. Well, I guess that's something Spike's gonna play on like day 2 or whatever. T2 Robin, T3 equip my leyline axe to it. T2 Robin, T2 sword, yeah. You guys are believers? We have hammer in standard? I don't think so, no. There's some hammers that are legal in standard, not actual. Colossal Hammer. Red Mage's Rapier. A red and 1 job select. Equipped creature has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn, and it's a wizard's. This is a slick shot without flying. A 1/1 slick shot. And is a wizard's and has equip. It's probably bad, right? Sabotender Reach. Free haste, job select. Samurai. Equip 5. That one could be okay in white-red clouds. That could be a decent one to tutor to curve into. Just push some damage through. Like the equipment cost is expensive, but can maybe reduce it and stuff. As President Macron, he was asking me why there's no playable card in this Magic set. He was also boring me with his Final Fantasy lore. Alright, I'm not gonna add that card to the list, but... The Sandworm. 3/4/4/4. Whenever creature controlled attacks only and gains double strike until end of turn, and then if Sapphire Almasi itself deals damage to a player, you may recast a bunch of instant and sorceries and value field as from Gabriel as many mana cost. So obviously if it's him attacking alone, you can do it twice. Seems like kind of a win more cards. Not win more, but not worth the hassle. There's another one that's kind of nice was in Arena of Glory, I guess. Base Les, yeah. IC Les is like insanely based. It's nice that it gives double strike to a creature that you already have out. I mean, that's like minimum you want it. Like if it wasn't even that. Okay, is there any combos with self-destruct? Nemesis self-destruct or something? Red and 1 instant target creature you control deals X damage to any other target and X damage to itself for X is its power. Does it work with Heartfire Hero? How does it stack? The Heartfire Hero lives? Oh no, the Heartfire dies. It's a fling. Boris Reckoner. It works with Hero, but it doesn't live. So it's like double damage. So it's like burn together, kind of, right? Except you don't have to... Well, the burn together part was already reds. So, all that being said, how does it work with red leyline? Is that card better than Burn Together? You need 2 creatures, yeah. Does it work if the creature is removed? I mean, it has multiple targets, I don't think so. Alright, add it to the list or not? Is that card playable? This could live or Burn Together is guaranteed to a creature. Yeah, it's better with Swift Spear, I guess. Kind of want your Swift Spear to live. Maybe you self-destruct your Dark Confidence before it destructs you.
Ivory Tower report Yellowhat Pigeon reporting that Final Fantasy needs fewer modern playables cause everything is too expensive and we did a bad job budgeting for the set Yellowhat Pigeons Yellow what sewer Yellowhat fine.
Hey Buddy Tal, thanks for the 97 months. Reporting that Final Fantasy needs fewer modern playables because everything is too expensive and we did a bad job budgeting for a set. I don't understand your sentence. Sorry, I'm just too dumb. How did I just flip off a sub? Sorceress Schemes. A red and free sorcery. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard or exile with flashback you own to your hand, add a red. So it's like really slow card advantage or... Midfinger now is doing like this. What? GD still hasn't has his World's cards pulled right now. I don't think he has. Yeah, Buddy Tal. Business as usual. Love it. Alright, the Summon Bryn Hildir, the kind of new abbot of Carol Keep. 2-1 for red and 1, enchant creature, Saga Knight. First step, exile the top card of your library. During any turn you put a lore counter on this saga, you may play that card. 2 and 3, when you next cast a creature spell this turn, it gains haste until end of turn. So it's kind of obscene if it lives, even though I guess a lot of the red creatures already have haste. Like, technically, even later in the game, they can kill it with a trigger on the stack, right? And even if it's a land, you don't have time to play it. Yeah, card's just too bad against the shock. The upside is just kind of great, and there's not a lot of good 2-drops in red, right? I mean, there's some, but besides Mouse and the 2/2. I'm not here often enough to be part of the gaslighting squad. I just sit ready to ban half of chat and miss. Well, glad you could join us today, and as always, I appreciate the OG sub. I'm glad to see you survived the PSG celebration. I wasn't even in Paris yesterday. I did watch the game though. It was pretty sick. Or like 2 days ago. Rag with Shell might enjoy this plus Josh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it seems like pretty ambitious. Yeah, there's some nice like non-red free drops. A less sharp creature, that's fair. I don't know, should I add it to the list or is it too bad against removal? Afternoon meeting get cancelled, so hang out for a bit, which is neat. Afternoon? Aren't you in the... What time is it? 11? You're on the East Coast now. Well, I'm going to be here for another, like, couple hours, I think. I don't know what to make of these cards. I was kind of excited about it at first, but I don't even feel like adding it. There's so many good red cards already. Summon the GF Cerberus. 3/3 for 4. Wall of text. 1. Surveil 1. 2. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. 3. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this turn copy it twice. Wow. That is a lot of value. How good what creatures are you curving after to give haste to make them better? A lot of the red ones already have haste, so people are saying Preacher or Preacher is a good one, I guess. Maybe the Night Revenant, the Carsey Revenant for 3 lifelinks. Reach Alicia. There's that new 4-drop in black that could really benefit from haste. Sephiroth, Alright, the GF server is probably not great, right? The GF Ifrit. What does GF stands for in Final Fantasy? Guardian Force. Red and 2, free 2, you may discard a card. If you do draw a card, you do that one twice, and then you add a red. So you add a red on turn 5. And 6. That card's kind of nice. That card feels like it could be more playable than the rare ones somehow. Oh, it's a demon. Fable at home, yeah. The red Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It is kind of Fable at home. Truly. Very at home, though. Very DIY Fable. Add it to the list or not? I mean, there's FOMO, right? It's kind of rough. Hell no, okay. 2 mana sorcery speed removal, choose 1, deals 3 damage to target creature. If it would die, exile it, and then exile target artifact. I mean, people don't even play Braids. Surely a Braid is better than this thing. I mean, the Braid sees a bit of play, I guess. Thunder Magic, a red instant, tiered 0. Thunder Magic deals 2 damage to target creature. So for a red, 2 damage to target creature. For a red and 3, 4 damage to target creature. And for 2 red and 5, 8 damage to target creature. So the upside is that it's a better shock if you're only targeting creature, but you have torch and stuff, so it's probably no good. Triple Triad, 6 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles the top card of their library. Upkeep each, so that's to live to your upkeep. Till end turn, you may play the card you own, exile this way, and each other card exile this way with lesser mana value than it. Was that paying their mana cost? I think I get it, but I guess 6 mana for that is too much. Kind of nice card advantage engine, but really expensive. The most target when Omni rotates? No. Next, the big red trash enchantment of the set. Unexpected request. It's a threatened for red and 2. And what's the upside? You may attach an equipment you control to that creature. If you do, unattach that at the beginning of the next end step. I mean, that could be a good sideboard card in an equipment deck. Vine Street Thief, 2/2 for red and 2. Human Scout Legendary. Whenever one or more scouts, pirates, and or rogues you control these kind of damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library. You may cast it if you don't create a treasure token. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a +1/+1 counter on each core pirates and rogue you control. Seems a little expensive. Zeldinched. Or is it Zeldinked? Red into 03 Legend. Human Monka. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Gets +1/+0 for each land you control, and at the beginning of your end step, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Oh yeah, I remember that card. What were we comboing with that card? I forget. Kind of a weird card. Probably not very good. The red lands, that's a good creativity land. Comes into play tapped for red. And the adventure part is a red into instant, create a 1 wizard. That has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage to each opponents. That one's pretty nice, right? Specifically for Pioneer creativity, not even modern. Probably worth adding just for that. Pioneer getting some love. Any other use for the Industrial Regency? And this card makes it in prowess. This card? No way. A super walk. Lightning Security Surgeon, 3 mana for a 2/3 menace. Legend Human Soldier. Whenever lightning deals common damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as you control lightning. Oh. Well, people play Preacher. That one that does die to nowhere to run and torch and stuff, unfortunately. So probably not good enough. Any red cards on the list? We had 5 red cards, but... Oh yeah, we just finished reds. We have 5 red cards, but a lot of them are kind of long shots. Actually, none of them are slam dunks. We had Coral Sword, which is a 1-mana equipment for mouse decks mostly, just maybe even prowess. Fire Magic, which is the Pyre class, was different levels. A Flame, which is a mythic, kind of blow up everything to combo with Depth Touch creatures, self-destruct, and then the land. Yeah, that is... It's not blue level, but it's pretty bad.